Hello, my name is Banner, and this is my Scrap Mechanic world. So welcome. Just like Scrapman's Nomad series, I was inspired by it and did the same thing here, but with a little bit of twist. I have some different ideas than he has, but it's basically the same. You build your base on a vehicle and you roam around with it, so you have your base with you at all times. So without further ado, let's get into the tour of my base. So here we are. This is my base. Well, my Nomad base. As you can see, it's pretty decent in size. While it's actually pretty small in comparison into Scrapman's Hank Tank, he calls it. I didn't have a name for this one, so if you have an idea, feel free to post it in the comment section down below. This is kind of my living area. Sleeping bed, cooking bot, dress bot. Here is the crafting area. You have all your chests aligned with the craft bot and the refinery. So everything that's refined automatically goes into this chest. This chest is connected to all of these chests except this one. You still need to place this one on a different spot. But yeah, everything is intertwined with each other, so I can craft everything from here and don't have to put anything in different chests to access it. Here I have a few drop chests. They just have been placed yesterday, so there's nothing really inside of this. Same goes for the outside. I have some drop chests where I can put some stuff, mostly for building, because I'm building outside if I'm building something. Same goes for here. Some building materials, some food, some spud gun ammo, all that good stuff. My gas container, which is connected to the one and only gas engine that is powering this vehicle. I do have one electric engine that is powering the defenses of this vehicle, which are on front. So if a hay bot or toad bot or something else is in my way, I activate these, and these go in a 45-degree angle. So if I run over, they get squashed to the ground in between the saw blades and the ground, so they're dead instantly, which is pretty cool. Okay, I have the resource container at the back here, so everything that is being killed by the saw blades at front will get collected on the back here and automatically refined by the refiner. Other than that, everything is automated, so the lights outside turn off when you hop into the seat. The staircase retracts into the vehicle itself. And the lights for driving, such as the rear lights here, the back ones, they turn on whenever I go into the seat. Also the door inside closes off. See, lights go out, doors close, and the staircase retracts. Front lights are on. Cannot go to the back side, it's too far. So yeah, this is how I drive my vehicle. I'm pretty high up. I tried to center myself as much as possible to the vehicle so I can view the front and the back, but originally this vehicle was not that big, so the backside was smaller, but I had to increase the size because I could not fit everything. It handles as you would expect it to handle. It's decent enough to drive around, but it's a big vehicle, so it's not the best for off-roading or doing anything crazy. But just like this, I can run around or drive around without any problem. So to demonstrate the saw blades, I have this volunteer over here, a little toad bot, an unexpected toad bot. I'm gonna activate the saw blades. They will turn into a 45-degree angle, yes. And when I run over them, you'll see how fast they die. If I can get a good angle on this. Yeah, it's dead. That's how long it takes. Same goes for the hay bots. They die instantly or almost instantly, depends on how fast I go. It doesn't matter. Sometimes if I go too fast, they will flop underneath the vehicle, but then the sheer weight of the vehicle will kill them anyway. While I head back, let's talk about how I'm doing this series. So basically I have the main vehicle, the big base, which I use to move from location to location. My idea is placing hubs all around the world, which I can travel to, because having all sorts of vehicles with you on this vehicle. For example, if I weld something, this is the place where I'll weld my vehicles. But if I weld more than one vehicle, the lag gets insane. I don't know if you can notice, but at the top right hand corner of my screen, that's my frame rate. So the frame rates are very stable. I have like 140, 144 frames almost all the time whenever I'm in this vehicle. So this vehicle does not lag, but as the moment when I put or weld something on the vehicle, such as another vehicle, hey interrupter, let's get rid of this guy. So what I was saying when I was rudely interrupted by this haybot, everything that I weld on this vehicle, the frames drop dramatically. I was thinking about making hubs around of the world, like a place where I can farm, like the best location on the server for farming. I will make that the hub for farming. Vehicle wise, like I will have a big garage maybe in one of the mechanic stations where I will make a garage for all my vehicles. So if I need a vehicle for that particular thing, like scouting or roaming the buildings, looting the buildings, I will take my scout vehicle. If I'm going for materials like mining, wood cutting, I will take my mining and wood cutting vehicle. That's an all-in-one vehicle. I will show you that soon. So then I will go to the garage, pick one up, and go to the place that I need to go. So that's basically my idea of how to play the survival series. Nomad survival series, that is. Okay, let's go head back and show you my other vehicles. So here we have my vehicles. We have my scout, my miner and woodcutter, and my farming vehicle. This one is a prototype. It's not really as good as I intended it to be, but it does its job for now. The scouting vehicle has saw blades on the bottom, 4 of them, and 2 drills in the front, just like the base. It does its job for killing anything that's in my path or on the road. The only thing different is these I can turn up vertically. So if I leave my vehicle, I can turn on the saw blades and the drills, and these will protect my vehicle, because beforehand I had a problem when it was down. The haybots tend to get up and had a few seconds of free reign on my seat, and they smashed my seat up. And I had one break before, so that's why I put them on a controller and a few bearings, and it can turn on like so. And if I leave the vehicle while I'm scouting for outposts, I can just leave it like that and it should be fine. Like the main components, like I don't care about a wheel, but this is like a level 5 seat and they are expensive. Okay, so for demonstration purposes, I have a little bit of these friends over here. I just grouped them up to show you how my vehicle handles. Of course, they're going after a cow, as you see. Uh-oh. Okay, it picked it up. So these farm bots were bullying this cow. Let's get revenge. Then just go backwards. And they're gone. So this is very effective and very easy. Then you just pick up the spines of these haybots and you're good to go. You got some metal. Did they drop anything special? Can still use circuit boards. So yeah, that's the scouting vehicle, and it's annihilation purposes or capabilities. Sometimes they die instantly, but yeah. And now you can see a little bit of demonstration on how it handles. It handles pretty well. It's pretty stable. It's possible to flip it, but it's really hard. I tried it. I stress tested it a lot. It's possible for you to flip it, but it's hard. I can also raise it up a little bit with these pistons. Hello, get wrecked. Hello, get wrecked. So you can see it's pretty easy to kill haybots with them, especially if they're right in front of you. Same goes for toad bots. Bam. Get fucked, I would say. So yeah, that is my scouting vehicle in action. So this is my mining vehicle. It's small and compact because I wanted it to fit in my base. But it turns out I had some issues fitting it inside because it's still too big and I cannot get it any smaller than it is. But that's fine. So how it works, you can lift up the drills like this on number 2. You can extend the drills on number 3. You can put down the saw blades on number 4, and you can turn on all the things like so with number 5. So here I found a tree. I'm gonna demonstrate how I cut the tree with this small thing. I put down the saw blades, of course, turn it on, drive in backwards. Mostly falls on top of you, of course. Then I try and line it up as good as I can, so I can cut. See, and I just run backwards, or drive backwards. Oh. If you steer the right way, banner, maybe it works. Okay. This is the hill pushing me aside a little bit. If the tree is flat on the ground, on a flat surface, it's usually you just have to drive backwards like this, and there's the tree. If the ground is a little bit more like this is on some hill, see my vehicle is sliding a bit, so that makes it a little bit harder. But in any case, it works out pretty well. For the rocks, it's yeah, straightforward. Put on the drills. No, not that one. Still getting used to the controls. I just made this yesterday as well. See how fast the rocks break? What I was saying before about the big vehicles with all the items on it, like resource containers or collectors and refineries. It's like it's too much for the game to calculate. So now only thing that has to calculate is the small vehicle, the 2 drills. Just look how easy it goes. So if you're having problems with mining or woodcutting, woodcutting is not that big of a deal because mining is a bigger deal. Oh, I'm stuck on this one. Yeah, that's the only problem I had. Like sometimes a rock gets underneath it, and it fucks up my because it doesn't have a lot of ground clearance because it's so small. It tends to flop over if it's too high up. But yeah, you can see the moment I touch the rock, it breaks. I think if you're following the big YouTubers like Scrapman, they also it's from them I've noticed they had the same problem before, and then they made a small mining vehicle and realized this works better. So I tried it out myself and it really does. So that's the mining vehicle. So guys, last but not least, we are at our first hub I placed in this world. This is where my cows used to be. Thank you, Haybots. Where I do my farming, my dressing, and where I do my cooking. But the cookbot and the dressbot are for now in the base, in the mobile base. But I'm gonna make a different cookbot and dressbot for here as well. So up here we have garment boxes, the common ones, which I can no longer use. We have some food in here, and we have the seeds in this chest. So if I feel up for some farming, I can take the Nutso tractor and plant the seeds. So that is the hub. So guys, that was a tour of my base, my vehicles in this Scrap Mechanic world, Nomad edition. I hope you liked it. If you have some ideas or if you want to put your feedback into the comment section down below, that would be greatly appreciated. If you have a name for my vehicle, please feel free to put it in there as well. If you like this video, feel free to like or maybe subscribe if you're up to it. If not, that's okay. Thank you anyway. Until next time, boys. Later.